Hello and welcome. We're at it again, and we've got a long live stream to get through today. So we are going to be tucking into this thing just here. Now, we want to try and get as much as we can done, but I will use any excuse possible to do a lot of research on Marvel bits and pieces, anything you're building, and anything new as well. So, there is a poll running at the moment. Hello to everybody that is in the comment section. Hopefully you are well. We have got a poll running where you've got a choice of 4 votes if you are watching this on the replay. Superhero poll. If you could only get one set, what would it be? Now, I've done this from the price perspective. Daily Bugle, the big one that's been retired. You've got the Avengers Tower, the big one. You've also got Batman Arkham Asylum because not a single person voted for that yesterday. Or you have got the option of the full Marvel Lego City wave with all of those amazing minifigures. And we are going to be looking at all of those today because I will be doing basically some live measuring with you guys for my new Marvel display that I've been doing over on the side while building these bits and pieces, while checking out lots of other bits and pieces as well. So we've got a lot to get through. So hello Trickle Bricks, hello Unlimited Bricks. Hopefully you're both good. Get those votes in. Don't forget to like the video and all that nonsense. So Trickle Bricks says, let's go. And Licensed Brick says, church starts at 11 my time, so we need to watch back there. Not a problem at all. I'm going to be on for a while, so you might be back and I'm still going to be on. I'm going to be on for about 3.5, 4 hours. So we might catch back up towards the end of the stream. If not, don't you panic whatsoever. Yeah, so fingers crossed. I'm going to be on. I'm going to be on for a good. Going to be on for a good while. So we'll see. So we are a 2-horse race, but Trickle Bricks did say that he didn't mean to click on the one. So the Daily Bugle, the big one, and the full Marvel wave is currently 50-50. But I do believe Trickle Bricks was going to vote for for the Marvel, the Avengers, sorry, and well, it went a little bit wrong. So we'll wait for the notifications to go out to everybody as well before I start doing all the Marvel bits. But so Unlicensed Bricks can see, that is what we are going to be messing around with later on. So there are lots of tiles going down. All the minifigures are going down. Things have started to move. And that is going to be a very interesting new series that I'm putting together currently. But at the same time, I want to make sure I've got enough space for those sets that are coming out in January, potentially. 1980s Pirates. Good morning. Hopefully you are well. How is everything? So at the moment, we've got Canada, America, UK. So we just need Australia. And that'll start ticking all the boxes. And then we got the Philippines that are potentially lurking in the background as well. So say hello to everybody, and hopefully you guys and girls can enjoy this stream as we go through. So let's take a look, shall we? Let's take a look. A little cheeky look before Unlicensed Brick goes, because obviously he's got to go in a couple of minutes. We'll start on the actual research side of stuff. Then we'll measure it up later on once I've done a bag or two. What do we think of the new Marvel stuff? So let's get the screen shared. Let's see what it's all about. There we go. Okay. So there are a good selection of Marvel bits and pieces out at the moment. And I want to go through every single figure because I am going to be measuring up the X-Men Mansion because I am looking at that as well. But it's the Spider-Man versus Obstacle that's caught my eye. The new Daily Bugle that's caught my eye. And then we've got the Peter Parker Apartments that will go on top of the other little one that I've got. So I think it's just those 3. Because I've got the Miles Morales versus the Spot. Clearly says it's out of stock, and then sold out. Game over. That is definitely not going to be coming. That is definitely not going to be coming back. So yeah, we've got three little things to basically. It's not even so much measuring up with regards to the depth because there's 16 by 8 base plates. Oh, sorry, they're just 8 stud, and then it's however long it's going to be with regards to that. So it'd just be interesting to see if I can, with the height, put these together and it doesn't block a lot of the stuff off, but they are all on the same structured base plate. So I'm just wanting to double check to start with that these do interlink. I'm sure they do. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah. We do. Yeah. So it should be fine. It should be fine. I think we should be good. I think it would look nice as well. So the plan of that, and obviously we'll be taking a look at that later on in the live stream, is all of that just over. Get rid of that. Just over there. So that's where we're going to be taking a play and a look later on. I've got all the minifigures out in the front, so we've got all the little dioramas to start messing around and placing. But yeah, the focus point is actually between the two buildings. So I've actually got a little bit of space behind the Avengers Tower and the Daily Bugle, and there could be a run of Marvel bits and pieces just there. So that is all going to be happening within this live stream. And of course, if you're here just for the Ninjago, do not worry. We've got a lot of bits and pieces to talk about from Ninjago. We are in the process of putting all these bits and pieces together. We are currently on, if I've got this right, booklet number 2, page 66, step 494. So interested and intrigued how this poll is going to go and what everybody else is thinking about, and then what's going to happen with this display behind me, because it's all going to be like a thrill seekers area. Basically, it's going to be like a big main actual mixed theme park lands that you get in the bigger theme parks, where you basically go from one to another to another. So that's how that's going to work. But we didn't quite finish building this bag yesterday, which is no problem whatsoever. So we just need to, let me just check something on here. There we go. Right, okay, we are away. So Tricklebrick says, I think Lego did a great job with the new Marvel sets. The figs look awesome. The price seems pretty decent too, especially when compared to the new Star Wars stuff. Yeah, so they were a bit horrible on the Oscorp, and then all of a sudden this new wave looks great. So we will, before, yeah, let's actually, I'll start building in a minute. Let's actually have a quick look at those sets before Unlicensed Bricks has to go. Because if you are a Marvel fan, Unlicensed Bricks, we might as well share it with you for the next 6-7 minutes before you right, so that we are on, aren't we? It's not black. Yeah, good. Amazing. Right. Yeah, Marvel. So don't forget, guys, if you could like the video, if you get a chance, YouTube loves that kind of thing. I don't know, obviously it's just what it is with that. So if you get a chance, just hit the like, and they'll love you forever. So I have got space for this. I have actually got the Statue of Liberty. I don't know, can you see the Statue of Liberty from where I'm sat? Can you see the statue? It's behind. Yeah, it's. I don't know if you can. No, well, if you haven't seen a Marvel movie, to be honest, I would just go straight to Batman. To be fair, I would go into the Dark Knight trilogy. That's the only 3 you need to watch. That's DC. 3 of the greatest. That's probably the greatest trilogy ever made, and it saves you watching a lot of the Marvel bits and pieces. So, see, this is Spider-Man. I've got some nice minifigures on this. The price point on these, like Tricklebricks was saying, were very, very good. So they do look very smart indeed. But yeah, the price point and all that kind of stuff with regards to the new sets that have come out, and me kind of having enough space for smaller, more cost-effective sets makes a bit of a change as well. So just changing up how potentially things are going to be spent in 2026. I've got no interest at all in the Hulkbuster versus the Hulk. To be fair, I've got no interest in the actual diorama plate. I just want the Sandman minifigure. But we'll wait and see what happens with that. The Daily Bugle itself, as we've clicked on, looks good for that amount. But yes, so the Oscorp is the one that's just a little bit pricey. However, in Smith's, and it's not in a sale, it's just they have just dropped it below £100, and that's just the standard price. So you can get this on a good deal. But there is was at one point a very, very hard to find minifigure in there, but he is actually a little bit different in this compared to what he was on the bridge. I haven't seen a single Marvel movie. License Bricks has done. Spooderman. Oh, it's all right. That's okay. But yeah, if you get a chance, the Dark Knight trilogy, as long as you're old enough, it's amazing. Christian Bale. It's years ago, mind that, mid-2000s that came out, and it was miles ahead of everything. Still holds up today, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just not really up for like you could try and debate it. There's films that'll match it, but it won't be better than. So yeah, so you've got a good selection of different characters within this set as well. So you've got what 3, 6, 7, 8. So you've got 8 of those, which are looking rather nice. And then of course we are going to be talking about all the Ninjago bits and pieces as we go as well. No new news on anything of that just yet, but this is up for discussion for Trickle Bricks because he's thinking of getting that next year. And to be honest, this might be one of my only big sets I get next year, apart from the 15th anniversary, because I think I might branch out into my water area and have this over, because you've got the water wheel and everything else, and it is sat on the side of the caves and the water is all around it. So it's pretty much with the issues that I had with Bricklink, this could now just work and I could just completely forget about the pirates. I could get the Jack Sparrow Black Pearl and then just extend the Ninjago ever so slightly. So there is potential. There is potential. There is the young lady in there. So Admira is there. And she's third in the... I still don't quite understand what these 1, 2s and 3s are all about. So we keep changing. So I don't get how it works. But we now have somebody from the Philippines. We have somebody from Canada. We've got quite a few people from all over the world in. So, and I think there's a few of you. I know Admira's not seen any of the Marvel stuff, and she's not seen Batman either. So if you could let her know that she saw the Joker film, The Joker, the original one, that was quite good, not the second one. And I was trying to explain that the Joker is Batman's villain, but she doesn't want to watch Batman. So I'm very, very confused with that, because in the Dark Knight trilogy, he's in it. But she was having none of it. So if you guys and girls can compare, then that would be great, because it's a fantastic film to watch. So I don't know if Trickle Bricks is saying definitely for the film or definitely for Ninjago. That in the workshops, I'm guessing, are... Would the workshops retire that quick? I think it depends if this new one that's coming out for the 15th anniversary has nothing to do with the city range whatsoever. I can't quite understand. Well, I can. I don't know. I don't know why. Because we got this one, which is great, and then if we got the 15th anniversary next year, there'd have been an equal gap between them all, which would have been fine. But if the next one's going to be a beefy thing as well, it's kind of going to look like it doesn't go with anything, even though it's supposed to go with this. But I'll soon see how it drops down and do all that kind of thing. So it's all right. But yeah, with regards to the tournament temple, I think that is going to be retiring. I think that is going to be retiring next year. So yeah, I think you're right with that. So now we have covered the basics of what we're going to be doing today. We will crack on and actually get something built, because this is the thing that was putting up a fight. Because if you remember, I said, look how sturdy this thing is, and then dropped the piece, didn't I? And then we spent about a week looking for that piece. So we're actually ahead of where I thought we were, because I must have. Oh, I did. So we're actually on step 499 on booklet number 2, which is exciting. Exciting. Yeah, all good. Right. Let's just start to get these bits and pieces on. I see again detail on this, but yeah, I think that's what the temple of tournaments. I think that's going to be there for me as well, because now I'm doing what I'm doing with this big thing behind me for all of the roller coasters and all that kind of stuff, and I'm going to have this sort of Star Wars museum walkthrough this side. I think I might do the same on Ninjago on the other, and just have, because the Ninjago land at Legoland is huge. Well, it's huge. It's got all the hotels and all that kind of stuff, so it kind of makes sense for me to do that at the top. But the one thing that I was actually going to ask everybody is, with how popular Bowser was yesterday with everybody. Do I try and do a Super Mario Go kart track? Do I have it on show up top on a table, or do I do these with how you? There we go. Are we back? Did it freeze? I had an unstable connection. I don't know what that's all about. So yeah. So what I was saying is I don't know with regards to the go-kart track for Super Mario. I don't know if that is a good thing or if we don't do that or what. So I'll let you guys and girls let me know what it is on that, and I will carry on putting some of this together because yes, I want to make a big dent on this, and then we know what way we're going to be going for the rest of this year with regards to repairs and builds and that kind of thing. So yeah, going to be a lot more sort of diorama type displays coming next year, which is good. Oh, I had 67. yeah. That meme's been. I've just seen what you wrote, License Please. That meme's been just going and going and going, hasn't it? For that, it will calm down at some point, I'm sure. Not long. Found it. That's lucky. That could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. All right, we are. Well, that's not exactly a great start. So when I don't think it was just that one piece that went flying yesterday. I think there might have been another one. So we might have to play spot the piece that went on the floor in a minute, but we'll see in a sec. So let me catch up with everybody. Good choice, Mike. The Master 102. So yeah, to be fair, you can't really go wrong with that. So I'm glad you got your Daily Bugle because I don't know if you know, we spotted this yesterday. It's now sold out completely and permanently on the Lego website. And are you a fan of the new Marvel stuff for 2026? And what do you think they're going to do next year? Because we were talking about all Marvel DC like Lego set stuff. So I've got that big display behind me, just like over there. And we were talking about it yesterday that next year it's all the Marvel film coming out. So obviously we've got a quite a large film for Marvel coming out towards the end of the year, which I'm sure Lego will be licensed to do, but they've just done Arkham for Batman and they've teased an Easter egg for that. But they're not going to do both in 1 year, I wouldn't think. But if they don't do DC this next year, they won't do it for the next 2 years because it's going to be 2 years of big stuff. So are we going to get Oscorp and are we going to get the Fantastic Four building? Which would then be 4 huge towers over a long period of time, because obviously now with the Daily Bugle going, there's got to be something to replace a larger Marvel thing. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Right, I've got to catch up now. So sorry, everybody. So Alison Prick says the Tournament Temple City is super nice, but I passed and just brought the figs on. Yeah, I don't. To be honest, that is one thing you could easily do with Ninjago. I would quite happily like a lot of the vehicles and I like a lot of the mechs and things. I know Trickle Bricks likes to pick all of those up, but I would quite happily take the minifigures out from all of those and actually add it into just like the bigger, like the Lego City and the dock displays and really pack them in. It's quite nice. It's obviously quite nice to have. So let me catch up with everything. So sorry I'm taking so long to get through. Glad the comments are coming in nice and quick, which is good to see. That in the workshops, I'm guessing retiring next year. Yes, just looked on the Brick Fanatics in the workshops retiring in 2027. What surprised me is half the summer wave is retiring in July. Tempe Bounty. See now, I can kind of see why that they're retiring, because The smaller sets are linked in with the series, and if they're going to be doing a series a year, they're just going to bin them off like they do with the Lego Friends stuff, and they're just going to keep churning out. But the larger stuff, I can see that having a few years shelf life. But I think I think for the 15th anniversary, I think that's going to have a short run. So I would imagine that will be no more than a year and a half, because they want the shelf space for the new Rising Dragon. Because obviously it's their 15th anniversary, so they're going to be doing the celebrationary wave, and then that's just going to be out of date when Series 5 of Ninjago kicks off for the new one. Mike the Master says, chose the Avengers, and Fantastic Four building would be so cool. Yes, it would. I think it would be. I think it would look nice. I don't know if they would do the Oscorp first, because they've just done it in the smaller scale. And what they did with the Avengers Tower is, if I remember rightly, they released 2 smaller Avengers Towers, then they did a massive one. But with the Daily Bugle, I think they did 1 small one, a big one, and then they did a small one. Tricklebrick says the bounty should stay, in my opinion, unless they're bringing out a new boat. Well, they do a bounty every year. So this is actually a good thing to just jump onto. So with regards to, let's flop it back on the screen, shall we? So it's still on there. There we go. So that's what we are. Yeah. So if we go on to just the bounty, there's loads of them. Because the one that came with this set retired quickly as well, didn't it? So I've got this one. This is a beautiful looking thing. And see, got Toy of the Year in 2017. I haven't seen that symbol wrapped around it for a little while, but yeah, this from the movie was a beautiful thing, and I'm looking at that right now, so that's great. This is the one that Tricklebricks is talking about. This one is, I haven't wanted one since getting mine, but the fact that this does come with I read, and I'm really disappointed it didn't, that this was actually going to come with all 5 Forbidden 5 minifigures. And I would have just got it because they are the 5 new minifigures from the TV show, and they're all the villains. And I was like, yep, we'll live the dream with that, yada, yada, yada. And then this came out this year. The one before that was the one with the little dragon and the games console, which was with this set. So this set that I'm doing now, they all came out on the same wave, because that was all from Series 1. So they do get sort of churned out quite quickly. But you've also got the Final Flight of Destiny's Bounty up top. Can you remember the Hydro Bounty? I saw that in Smith's, super cheap, and I was like, oh, I'm really tempted to do like an underwater display with that kind of stuff, but didn't go for that one. This is the last one, which is what Tricklebricks is talking about, the Race Against Time. This is the only other bounty. Is it? Hang on, the colours look familiar. Yes, it is the only other bounty from the Rising Dragon. So yeah, this would have been out 2 years ago. Yep, 2 years, and now we've got the other one. So, but I don't think this was out the full 2 years either, because we had like a cut-off point and then it goes through. So maybe it's every 18 months then they do it rather than every year. Might have been a bit over the top with it being yearly. But you've got the Land Bounty, the other Destiny's Bounty. Down here, you've got the Final Flight of Destiny's Bounty, and then you've got River Steamboat. So yeah, we've got a lot of different Destiny's Bounty coming out and through. They haven't done a big temple for a while, have they? The actual big thing. So Darth Vader says, I don't like sand. Well, I'm afraid, Darth Vader, that's understandable. Tricklebrick says, that's understandable. It's understandable. Yeah, you don't like to sink into that kind of. I guess it's more quicksand that you don't like. But I mean, you've got quite a cool little sort of pad, though, haven't you, that you can fly around in. Okay, right. Okie dokie. So we are now adding a thing to. No, we're not adding a thing to a thing, are we? Where did that bit go yesterday? Are we adding a thing to a thing? I really don't know. Do I have one of those spare to hand? No. Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. Just have to change. I've got one, and I have to change the colour of it later. Because there was more than one thing I knocked off yesterday when it went for its flying lesson. And I've just figured out what the other thing was. So we got it. Oh, we got it. So that's all right. So who is building what today? What is everybody up to? And we'll be doing, like I said, be doing plenty of research on the Marvel stuff, really tucking into the Ninjago stuff as well. And then, yeah, we can just sort of plod on and live the dream as we go, which is always nice and simple and exciting. Now, is that actually in correctly? No. Ah, found it. It's embarrassing. It was in the instruction booklet. Well, actually, in my defense, staff, I'm sorry. I made sure that before you choke me. Look, you're done. It's finished. You're finished. It took a few hours, but we made it, and it's done. And now, because of that thing, it put this thing on hold. So I built your big slice of cake for you, and it's not my fault that it doesn't look finished, because that's just the design. And yeah, we can plod on accordingly. So let's have a look. Awesome. Silly. Right, so Tricklebrick says the big bugle might be getting preference because it's retiring. Smith still has it available for delivery when I last looked. So $269 with the offer that ends tomorrow. Yes, so that's a good call. It might do. Yeah, it might do. Just with that, because obviously if you can only get one, it's going by what you don't have or whatever you have. But in all fairness, if you voted for the Avengers Tower, Tricklebricks, it would be winning, but you didn't. You voted for the wrong one. So if somebody can vote the Avengers Tower for Tricklebricks to make up for the fact, then that'll be good. But yeah, so it ends. Yeah, it does. The Smith sale ends. Yeah, it is the 10th, isn't it? So end of day tomorrow. Yes. Yeah. So I thought it ended today, but it's not. It's tomorrow. So I think what day it is. Yeah. So that ends on Monday. Oh yeah, I was going back to figure out what I hadn't actually built properly, wasn't I? Which is all the way back this way. Embarrassing. No, have I built it properly? No, I haven't. I built the ones. Oh, I've just built the one side wrong. What am I doing? Told you, this thing is so detailed that if anything looks out of place, it's because you have built it wrong. And all I did was put that bit on a slightly wrong angle just to create a window. And it's not a happy bunny at all. Right, I've messed all this up. Mr. Lego King, how are we? Good afternoon, evening. Well, I was about to say good morning to you, but you're over here, so hopefully everything is good. Lego King has just got the Daily Bugle, so he is living the dream with that. So he has just picked that up. What I'm not living the dream with is having to turn back this many pages. This is embarrassing now. Look how many pages I'm turning back. Hopefully it's in this booklet. Yes, it is. Oof. Where did that go wrong? All the way back to bag number Oh no, ages ago. Oh. Oh dear. Hang on. What a moron. Okay. I actually built it properly, but I actually put the left one on the right one and the right one on the left one. And can you get it back off? No. There we go. So, yep, say hello to everybody. Everybody say hello to each other. And we've got people in from all over the world at the moment. And you guys and girls can just keep me entertained while I make a mockery of this. So I put 3 bits together and I've had to repair 4. So far, we're doing really, really well. However, now it's the right way around. So that V, I basically put it the wrong way. So there was no V there. It didn't look wrong until you put that next piece on. You couldn't see the piece. And you just know. Once you've done 1 or 2 of these Ninjago ones, I make mistakes so often, you know, especially how much of a muppet I am. I think that one went there. Well, I'm not going to lie. I've done that already for you. I felt bad, so I have. I don't normally, but I did. I managed to click on it, so I have done that for you. So even with my vote on your behalf, and in all fairness, I was probably going to vote if I was to vote, I might have voted for the one that you clicked on, maybe because it's probably the one that I would want. So it's all fair. It'll all work out to be okay. There we go. Oh, finally. Right, we now got to go all the way. I can't even remember what page I was on. But yes, did it. So where are we at, actually? Thank you for everybody that's liked the video so far. That is the most amount of likes we've had in such a short period of time. So the Daily Bugle, the big one is at 56%. Avengers is 33%. And the full wave of Lego Marvel is 11%. And I tell you what, as the people that have voted already, and obviously, clearly, it's a 3-horse race, but this might make it into a 3-horse race. Out of the full Marvel Lego City wave, against the Daily Bugle and the Avengers Tower, which one has the best minifigures? Because if you were to get all of the Marvel wave, you would get all the minifigures for the same price as the Avengers Tower or the Daily Bugle. And just write it in order. What would you do? 1, 2, 3. And how would you put those 3 into an order? And that's anybody that's in the background as well. What would you do? Let me know with regards to that. Because I think it would change. If I put which has the best minifigures in, I think the full Marvel Lego City wave would skyrocket. The Avengers Tower would plummet. And it would be a 2-horse race between that and the Daily Bugle. So... yeah, but I'm not, as you notice, I didn't even mention the minifigures in that because I think nobody likes the orange. That set I have made space for behind me. So that set is going just here where it's tan. So not this tan base plate, smash, that tan base plate. It's going just there off the Joker Manor. So I've made space for Arkham Asylum because I think I'm going to have to get it to prove to everybody that it is a fantastic looking set and it might change people's minds. So, but yes, it didn't get a single vote yesterday and it's probably not going to get a single vote today. But question still stands. Out of the 3 that are winning, if the question was which has the best minifigures, the whole of the new Marvel wave, including Oscorp, Avengers Tower, or the Big Daily Bugle, 1, 2, 3, how would you guys and girls do it? Because that's that I would like to. I'm interested. I'm intrigued by that, and obviously we'll be taking a look at the minifigures once I actually finish this bag. I've actually taken apart more than I've built, and in all fairness, it was well deserved after me being in Spanner yesterday, going, look how sturdy this is, and then going against everything that I've always said, going, the Technic works really well with Lego when it doesn't, and yeah, we spent a long time trying to pick all of that back up. But yes, good afternoon to you, Mr. Lego King. Hopefully you are good, and obviously hope you had a good time with summer yesterday. Right, we've got what we've got to do. Right, we're adding pieces at last. Adding bits at last. No, I'm not. That's bizarre. What's going on there? Yeah. I was too vicious. I pushed it off. Try that again. There we go. Oh, weird. Right, so that's now back on. I've got to push them down gently, do I? Okay. Oh, it clips on. All right, okay. Don't like that with a floater. I've got to be careful of this frog as well. I do not want to lose that frog. Right, so Sugar Brick says I'll say my top 3 after we reviewed the minifigures. Can't remember all of them offhand. Okay, I will tuck into those in a second. I will just attempt to do this. But something isn't adding up. I have to hold it like this and build it a different way. Yeah, something is not happy with that. Yeah, nice little curvature. Nice little curvature on there. So what do I need? I've done a thing. There we go. Done it. Fixed it. Sorted. Right. Let's get into these top 3 then, shall we? Let's have a look at these sets and then I'll carry on. So let's have a look-see about these screens. So that should be on with you now. There we go. Right. These. So we'll start off with the recently retired Daily Bugle. So we'll just literally jump to the figs because that is going to be obviously the main talking point and a lot of people's deciders on these kind of stuff. I'll get that back in reaching distance. So this has, I was supposed to say it has the most minifigures, but I think if we start to add them up, they haven't actually added a photo of all the figures, have they? Because we've got them, we've got 37 photos and they gave us a selection of figures. They didn't give us all of them. Have we got a picture at the top of the box? I hate that. God. Right, that's what you're going to get. We're going to have to do it that way. So take a quick look at the figures that are on here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on show as we come up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then you've got the office workers in there as well. So you can see what 16, 17, maybe 18, 19. I think there might be one on the rooftop. Yeah, number 20. So there's at least 20 figures on that. King's just got this, so he'll be over the moon. While we're talking about the minifigures, he'll know what is what. Second Second set. I don't have to go into the search, do I? I just wonder if I can just be lazy and just type in tower. Yeah, easy as that. So there's the others. So I thought you had two other towers before it. So we had two Avengers towers years ago, and then we got the big one. So this one I think has a group photo. Yes, and that is the minifigures in question on there. You've got some dupes at the bottom, but you've also got some very, very good detailed minifigures on that as well, which does look great. Best DC set is still the 89 Batman. Yeah, I think that. And that's 6 years old. And this month I had the Tumbler and Batwing still sealed. Yeah. So I've got the Tumbler built. I can't build the Batwings. It keeps falling apart. And I had the 89. So yeah, I agree. I agree with all of them. They're very strong DC. Yeah, they are. They're strong, very strong DC sets. So yeah, completely agree with that. But that's the next question with regards to those minifigures going up against the Daily Bugle. And now choice number 3 is the new Marvel sets, which has a lot of figures in it. Which comes top? So you've got, how many, actually, can we add all these up? How many are there? There's 3, so there's 7 minifigures with that one. Do like the new print on the Mysterio face. Not too sure about the half and half cap, but you know, it is where it is, and they've reused that Rhino. But it's 3, so it's 7 for that. 8, 9, 10 with the Sandman set, which we've seen that already. 8, 9, 10. And then we're coming up for 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 on that one. And then Peter Parker Apartments, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. See, those 4 minifigures look great. That's 22. And then you've got the one that did not come with the CMFs, this one. So this is the one that you need as part of the CMFs, which is Spot. So we're at 22. And there's 4 minifigures here. Yep, so I've got this set. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So you've got 26 very, very good characters. So would that be different if I said to you which wins out of those 3 that are in the poll at the moment doing well, if it was a minifigure battle? But at the moment, it's a tiebreak. Daily Bugle and Avengers Towers 45-45, but the full wave of what we've just looked at is only at 9%, and that's a mistake vote as well. But if that is talking about the minifigures, would that be different? And like I said, later on, we'll be measuring those up and we'll be tucking into those at the back, which is always good fun. What is going on with this? Can you look? That's what the noise was. I thought it was my phone. Shocking behavior, that is. Right, so let's carry on. Or I say carry on. Probably let's get started and tucked into this now. So that's now fixed and clipped on, and we're neat and tidy. And we've hit a snag for that as well. So yeah, there's two bits that I decided to go walk in. What colour is it? Light grey. I do have a light grey one of those. Oh, that's really annoying. I've just put that down as well. I don't know how easy that's going to be to get off. Got it. Found it. Don't worry. Right, we should now be up to scratch with all the pieces that went flying yesterday. And now we can just build these and carry on. Did God cause some chaos yesterday? Chaotic. 2. 3. 6 of those. 4. Okay. I must have a ghost up here because I'm missing 2 more of these clips as well. So this is impossible that they're not here. So something's gone wrong. I just left these on the table, and I've actually seen Rocky doing what he's just done. I'm assuming he has decided to knock them off with his tail, and that'll be a lesson learned to make sure I put them all away. Okie dokie. So Mr. Lego King is taking Summer back. Oh, you've gone back to go back. Okay. Yeah, last night. Unless you got lost and you're still on your walk, because I thought you were going back home last night with the fireworks. Yeah, so it's the full wave. So it's the Oscorp with that one. So it's the Oscorp Daily Bugle. It's those 4. So yeah, there we go. So that is the choice that you have. Oh, why? I think I spent more time looking at the floor today. I can come back to that. I can come back to it, so it's okay. So I've got the 2 bits that they go on, so that's all right. 5 and 6. So it's just going to be a handrail that we're going to be putting in later on. So, the Marvel train. Yeah, see, you could make some good dioramas with that. So, Lego King is talking about. Wait for it. There we go. I'll just keep typing it. I'm just too lazy to actually type in the whole thing. So that if I go newest again, that'll be that one. That's the one you're talking about. Yeah, there's potential with that. There is potential. I could do something with this, especially from a theme park perspective. But £30 in Smiths. See, that's a fantastic price. You wouldn't pay £44 for it, but if you can get it for $29.99, it's worth it all day long, I think. How many pieces is it? $3.93. Some nice minifigures. Oh, it's got the Spidey ripped suit as well. Didn't even notice that. Yeah. 4 very, very good figs on that one. So yeah, that's a Lego King for that. That is a very, very good call with those. But yeah, there's obviously some big deals on at Smith's at the moment. And obviously don't forget, if you top that up to over the price point it needs to be, so if you got that up to 50 quid, you get £5 off. So if you've got that and something else, you save a £5. I know that's the wrong way of looking at it if you just want one set, but yeah, it's a nice looking thing. Okay. So we just made a drainage system. Check that out. Looks nice. I can hear the cats running around and just dropping everything. So I'm going to turn around, then there's going to be no display left soon. Right, so we've got hot dogs for the actual barrier. And we've got one of you there. You go there. And then we have got you go there. So what we'll have to do is add to that later, so nothing goes missing. Because those 2 bits are definitely on the floor, but that barrier is nuts. Well, this is the one that's got the flushable toilet. So yeah, you do get the brown stud with it. This is in their promo package. So in case you guys didn't realize what I am actually going to be building, I can just hear these two. Must have been over my shoulder doing something. So in promo work, of all the things that they could have for everything, sure it's on this one. Yes, it is. Look, see? Of all the things to add on to the box, Trigger Bricks, I know. It's a sad day. It's a sad day. What's that on ITV? Harper the Gamer 14, hello to you. Hopefully you are good. We are just at the moment discussing a flushable toilet. As you can see, they have added in a loo onto the set that I'm currently building. So good afternoon to you. Hopefully you are good. Yeah. Right, we are. What are you doing, Smudge? Yes, hello. You're like a bulldozer. What's wrong with you? Mad. Mad. He's running all over the place. I don't know why. You know when you have the feeling that you are a million miles away? I am nearly 400% that I've missed a step. And I can actually see... Where is that? When did that happen? Was this at the time of me messing around? It was. It was indeed. So at the time of me going, look how sturdy this is. Remember that flashback? I did a thing wrong. So I actually missed a step. And it happens to have a load of pieces in. God, I didn't do very well with this yesterday at all. Disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Still don't quite know what this bit's going to be for. It's got a serious amount of detailing on. I can just see a tail about to jump on in something. Smudge, come here. Smudge. What are you doing? Come here. Yes, what's wrong with you? Hey, bulldozer. Right, let's go catch back up. So, sorry, Harper says, what set are you building? I am making the Ninjago Markets, Harper, which has a big toilet in. Yeah, so it has a fair few bits and pieces to add. I'm just wondering what Smudge is getting up to over there at the moment, so I will be having words later on. But after all the eventfulness yesterday, I am just hoping that I actually did do this correctly. I think I did. We'll find out. We will find out. So I'll keep those pieces close because I need two bits that I know are on the floor. Yeah, we will see. We will see. We will see. Well, that was a long-winded bag. If I carry on that slowly, we'll be here till literally next year. So how's the poll going? We're tucking in to the poll. That is Avengers Tower is now taking the lead at 50%. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that one goes for the rest of the time. Right, we just one bag. Let's get you set up so you can see. Yeah. It's 2 bags. Bag 25 and 26 is coming next, which is not ideal. Just doing one more sweep in case anything decided to bounce off. I will get on my hands and knees later and we'll be finding those. So 2 bags, and they're not small either, are they? So 25 and 26. Here we go. So yes, if you are still about, Harper, this is the set that we are doing just here. And if you guys and girls want to know, that what I'm amazed at is the volume of figs that this thing comes with. I'm about to start bag 25. And I've opened up 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I've done 6 minifigures so far, and that's it. So, yeah. Interesting to see what way this goes. I'm going to just watching my... Is he going? He's going. Right. No idea. No idea what that was all about. It was just having a funny 5 minutes. Right. So we have got the colour of that. That is beautiful. Really nice meat. Nice, nice, and nice. Right, okay. Can I do this without dropping anything on the floor? Now, another interesting minifigure, because we had people say before that for some of these sets, rather than actually getting the sets, you just get the minifigures. But look at that for a hairpiece. That hairpiece is huge. So I'll do a short on that. Do a short on that later on so you guys and girls can see. A pair of scissors to go in the hand as well. Yep, that one's done. Over it goes. And she's chilling out in the lily pads at the moment. Okay, right. I will now tuck into this until somebody needs me to have a look at something else on the website. Like I said, I do everything I can to get away with it, but this seems to be slightly bigger bits, so hopefully it won't take ages, because once this set's done, and if you guys and girls want to see it, I will do a full comparison individually, a full comparison with the city, then the docks, then the gardens, and then I will do a best way to display all of them. And I'll just pull them out. I keep them where they are in display, and we'll just go, you got this option, this option, this option, this option. Which one do you think is better? It's like a quick 10-minute video for a what way to display it. And then at least you guys and girls, if you are thinking of getting this for Christmas, or you're going to get the workshop next year or whatever else, you can see how it scales with other bits and pieces. So I can make, I have like maybe 2 full days of filming just with this set when it's built. And that's obviously before I do any other the little bits and pieces. But I haven't done a comparison video for ages. So yeah, that's more than likely what is going to come from this, because I can do all of that and then I can do my own Lego series video where I actually put it in and make them up for display. So I would try, I think realistically we should be able to get this done by next weekend. I can't imagine it taking that much longer than what it is. I mean, we are tucking into this, aren't we? So we got a teal and red door combination. Nice. Actually figure out. So I was watching one of the Enterprise episodes last night, and there is a story going along with this. There is a issue in the holodeck where, and this is coming from straight after the conversation what we had last night. The Orient Express is on the Enterprise. So if Shibo was thinking of actually getting the Orient Express and then got the Enterprise, you could have the Orient Express going around the Enterprise as a bit of an Easter egg. So yes, you have got. There's lots of different opportunities I think you're going to be able to have with that as well. Can't be that blind. The bright. There we go. The bright teal colours. So. Yeah, so I think we'll get a couple of bags done, and then towards the end of the stream, we'll tuck into the Marvel section of it. Get the measuring done. So I'm just it's not so much concerned about the height. It's just making sure that I can actually get him where I think they could potentially go, and then maybe this time next year, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, have to wait and see what happens with that. So yeah, we will play it by ear. Yeah, so we got, where are we? Like a lot of tile bits and pieces on this. So again, very nice with regards to the bits and pieces that are going on the bottom just here. It looks very, very smart with all those little bits and pieces, which is always nice. And then, yeah, I think we should be climbing away with everything, which is good. Right. I'll get a few more pages in, and I want to check something with the set that Trickle Bricks was saying before. Because I can't remember what figs it comes with and if they are important. I got postbox, but I don't have booklet. Again, don't have the booklet for 65, so that's a bit of a swine. So I'll just have to wait. I'm not going. Oh, come on. Oh, there. Oh, it sits on top. It's exciting. Sits on top. Right. We're back to 50-50 on that pole now. I think we are. Need the rain smashing the roof as well. So what's his pole up to? Yeah, oh, 50, so we're still at 50% for the Avengers Tower Daily Bugle. So why I've got my hand on it, let's just get back over to this. I am still here. Yeah, nearly shut the whole stream down by mistake then. So we want to have a look at the figures from this. Because this is, to be fair, the next good, big, chunky set. But what characters does it come with? If you're a fan of the show, you'll understand where I'm getting at with this. If you're not, then you have to ignore me. Lloyd. I know we looked at them yesterday, but... Oh, it does. That's right. I was going to say, does this come with the father and son who created the games? It does. So as long as it's got those two. And then there's not that many elemental masters there, to be fair. It's just him. And all the others are just normal. So you get all the other figures in the other set that's actually retiring this year. So fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Research done. Delay tactics over. And we will continue. From the two windows. Lot of windows going in. So they said, would you rain? And they got it right. They did get it right. So Tricklebrick says, I'm seeing 50-42 in favour of the Tower, 8% Zitty and 0 for Arkham. And yep, that is what I've got as well. Scarily, I know there's people about because you're talking in the chat, but at the top, there's nobody there, which is weird. So it's obviously having a funny, as per normal, a funny 5 minutes. Let's skip this through. Where is this going? I'm a bit of a nightmare with this at the moment. Oh, I'm jinxing myself. A proper nightmare with this at the moment. Right, we'll try that again. Right. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, it keeps. It did this yesterday though, because there was loads of people talking, and obviously at the end I can see who's in it. It's at 0 now. It was doing this yesterday, and then it was like 5 or 6 people talking. And it just said 0, and then a minute ago it went up to like 11. So it's I don't know. It does what it does in its own weird and wonderful way. So who knows? But yeah, I was just looking at the minifigures Trickle Bricks for the set that you were thinking about next year. And if you are thinking of getting it next year, don't forget the one that's at Smith's in a sale is the one that has to go with it, because those minifigures aren't included. So just, I know. That's it. I don't care. I've done this for hours with literally nobody in before, so it makes it interesting for people to watch back on the replay, I guess. So yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. I wasn't too sure if it's because the weather's smashing on the roof. Because worst thing is, and I've done this before, I've been on a live, obviously my own, was talking away, and there's a load of people. I say a load of people, a handful of people in there. and it went to 0 like this, and there's a couple of people chatting, and I thought everything was fine. About another 20 minutes later, went off. I went to check I re-checked the live stream back into where it went a little bit funny, and it was just a black screen for the whole time. So I was literally talking to nobody, and I was just sat here like, what a waste of like half an hour. So always a little bit weary. Always a little bit weary. But no, detailing on this is beautiful. Even the little tree bits you've got to put in. Pain in the backside to find. But they're nice. Single leaf. Single plant. Little bonsai tree, that isn't it? That's what they've done. Teeny tiny microscope bonsai. Tricklebrick says I already have that small. Right. Yeah, that's it. You've got the evil J. See, that's what that's what I've really got to think of. Like, and do I have in my display? Do I have it higher up, or do I keep it in line? I think it would just look great on the water tiles, wouldn't it? With a couple of water bits and pieces around it. I think it would look really smart and clean, I think. But this is a rather nice colour. Rather nice colour. And what are we making? A little diamondy gem thing going on in a second. Yeah, it's always very, very entertaining and interesting building stuff with these kind of things. I think that's why the Lego sets have the longevity as they do, and obviously the TV show being as good as what it is, and the entertainment that they provide at the theme parks and all that kind of stuff. It kind of ticks all the boxes. You can't go wrong. Well, again, you start off doing things like this, like, what are we actually building? I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. Not doing it properly either, which doesn't help. So we now got to add 2 blues, 2 blacks. So that is a interesting pattern. I'll try and see if I can actually figure it out before I turn the page, if I can recognise it from the TV show. Only the Markets Temple Bounty Workshops Tournament Temple and that combi vehicle from last year, which is retiring from Ninjago sets, currently available. Fair enough. Well, the Markets, obviously doing it now, it's nice. Workshop. Depends if you want them all on the shelf. You don't really have to have it, to be quite honest. It might be different when it goes beside this one, and I'm going to do that video for everybody. But at the moment, because it's by the gardens, and obviously the gardens is super, super tall, I don't even look at it. I keep looking at that and go across, and it's just like a inverted bit. I need to get the water to line up a little bit better, and with all the little boats and things, because they just went in a different direction with it, and I know it's for this. It's not because it's part of this TV thing, so I'll probably change my mind when I get to that bit. But at the moment, if you're comparing it to the movie stuff, I think the movie stuff is still top. But that'll soon change. Well, it could soon change with this 15th anniversary, because if they are going to be going, I would like the 15th anniversary set to be like the best one that they've done. I think that'd be pretty cool, to be honest. And the fact that something has lasted so long and we are getting first time in the line figs with everything. And because I was reading up on like the set that obviously they're redoing. It is obviously one that's come out because it's from the Legacy. So, but I'm assuming that the 15th anniversary set, yeah, I'm assuming the 15th actual anniversary set isn't going to be under the Legacy line. So Chucklebrick says, I like the workshops, but the mech is a bit meh. The problem is the mech is everything. Because the mech takes up all of it. I mean, if you just threw the mech, if you didn't actually have the mech in the middle and you put like a different vehicle or something in there, then I can kind of see. But the workshop kind of, I don't know, it's weird with how they did it with the TV show. They've kind of given you the rooms that you missed in the first season. And obviously, well, you haven't seen it yet, but it's literally just the first episode where they have this big mech race. And then, well, the merge happens before. And then they had this, it starts off with this big mech race. I'm assuming it's because she's the elemental of technology. But the main geezer, the main character in the actual workshop, isn't anything to do with the start of it. So, yeah. It's interesting. I'm sure there's method behind the madness. I'm very intrigued to see what happens. But yeah, I would like the 15th anniversary to be insanely good, and it'd be also interesting to see just what else they do. I don't want them to give us a really good exclusive minifigure in a car, though. So I would be stuffed if that was the case, because I do not. I just have no offense. I just have to get the minifigure from a Bricklink seller. I wouldn't buy the actual set itself, just because of I haven't got that sort of display for the theme park that I'm doing, and I'm being super strict with myself and only getting stuff that would work, like I said to you yesterday, in that theme park setting. Whereas other people just go all in, which I would love to do, but I always kind of miss out sometimes, which, you know, it is what it is with certain things. Lots and lots of detail involved in this. I'm building a shelf. That's what I'm doing. And if you want to know, there is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 18, 27, 36 pieces for this shelf. And that's what how much detail is involved on this shelf. Lego King says he's flushed. Or back. Oh, you're back and you flushed? Or are you talking about the toilet from this? I'm not too sure. I'm not 100% sure what if you're letting us know that you sort of left to relieve yourself, or if you were talking about this set. Yeah, see, it fits so snug. That's the next bit going in at the bottom. Honestly, nuts. This is the only set ever that I can think of with all the other Ninjago stuff where all of the smaller pieces aren't just purposely put in small. It's because you have to build everything up with all this detail. And then the larger pieces just get thrown in to give it that sort of bulk volume. Because Mr. Lego King, I do believe, and I don't know if I heard that right from Summer yesterday, that your Ninjago Gardens is open, but she wasn't too sure what set you were going to be doing after your haunted house. So I don't know what it is what you're doing next. Well, that was a big old page. Lego King says looks nice. It does indeed, yeah. There's some amazing detail. So Lego King says Ninjago Gardens and the Daily Bugle need another IKEA table for sets. Yeah. So what, to actually display them on or to build them on? Is your table full at the moment? Because we've seen all the bits and pieces that you're on your Billy, and then in case people didn't realise, there is a little, a rather large scaled city appearing. But yeah, it's easily done. You just run out of space very, very quickly. Then you need another table. But yeah, the good thing is about the gardens is obviously it's just a base plate. And then you've got the other half of base plate you can put basically wherever it is that you want to do with regards to sort of like laying it out or whatever like that. So it's not horrendous. Yeah, so at least it's not a space eater as such. It's just one of those where it goes up, so it's a lot of height. So then that gives you obviously, I'm assuming you don't have a problem with ceiling height like me. So you've got a little bit more freedom with regards to doing bits, because obviously if my roof was higher and flat, all the bigger stuff would just be at the back, overseeing the stuff at the front, and then would be I could just space it out completely differently and not have to worry about putting big things at the front because of the ceiling height and then not being able to see the stuff that's behind it. Okie dokie, Trickle Bricks, that's fine. Yeah, of course, we're getting to that silly time now, aren't we? So I forgot about that. So yeah, we're getting to that time where people will be jumping in and jumping out. I'll still be on for a little while, so I'm probably not even halfway through, to be honest. So I will catch up with you soon, sir. Enjoy your food. Let us know what you have after, so you can make me really hungry when you get off. So Lego King says has Doors, another one, not full table, Doctor Strange, and then obviously the 123 Street, which is good. And also got the Chinese New Year and the supermarket to build. So yeah, you've got loads and loads of different bits and pieces to tuck into and build on that. So yeah, your backlog is a big one. So yeah, there seems to be between you, Trickle Bricks, and Jay, your backlogs are enormous. I don't know how people can get that, because I mean, I don't exactly build them quickly, but I haven't got anything to build again after this. Where is that going? Interesting. Anywhere, are you anywhere? Somewhere. Right, so everybody's saying goodbye and hello to each other as we are plonking and plodding along. There it is. So yeah, later on we'll be looking at the Marvel stuff and just seeing if it'll work for scale, if I got time. If I don't, then obviously we won't be doing that. What is this? I'm assuming it's a little shop. Pretty cool thing. Oh, there's so many little pieces. So many little bits. We've now got a Ninjago statue. There he is, which they give you a spare of. Why do they always give you spare ones of those? Obviously, it must be a cheap part to print, or do you reckon people take photos with it with their minifigures or whatever? Finally, we are on to some of the bigger pieces. So all of that has been tiny individual bits, loads and loads of detail going in onto that one, which does look obviously very, very good. And it does look like I've got a sticker, and I can actually put that sticker on it. So that's a bit of a result. We can't go wrong. Yeah, I think it doesn't look too bad, actually. I think it looks all right. I think it looks okay. So how far have you got into your Ninjago Gardens then, Mr. King? Because I thought you started to build that ages ago. And obviously, you must have stopped for space issues, because that obviously happens all the time. But I don't know how far you got through. I don't know if you're like multiple bags in, or just a bag in, or. But no, these colours are sweet. Yeah, see, loads and loads of leveling and detailing on this as well. All ready for sticker number 41. Here we go. So sticker number 41. Even the stickers have huge amount of detailing. Make sure I put it on the right way. It's a nice colour, actually. Writing on the bottom left. Nice. There we go. Okay. I am having an absolute disaster with this today. Can't be that difficult. It's just been a pleb. Simple pleb. Yeah, the stickers aren't too bad. I mean, there's obviously 70 of them, so there's quite a lot of them. But the stickers on this set are really nice, so I don't mind it. I don't mind it as much. There we go. Now we're level. I mean, like, you got like detail like that on the stickers, and as long as you can get them in straight, then you're good. If you can't get one straight, you're stuffed. But then straight away, look, it adds all that detailing into the room. So I'm assuming that this room is not removable with the way how this is getting put together. Might be surprised, but I'm assuming not. Three more window frames. Lots and lots of detail, but we have jumped up to step 537. So this part of the booklet is churning over quite nicely. My concern is that we are going to be getting close to having both of the base plates on here soon, and I'm going to have to rearrange how it's going to work, because I'm not going to have the space for both of the base plates and being able to build, which is going to be a little bit awkward. So Lego King says Lego King says he hates the stickers, and with Lego's talent, they could print better. What do you mean with regards to the actual stickers? You mean they could be better? I think it depends on what set it is, doesn't it? I think that's the thing. Certain sets could get away with more. Certain sets could maybe get away with less. Obviously, budget depending. Yada yada yada. With how it all works. That's a simple, nice, bright coloured thing, and just adding in the shelf on the other side, and you can see that's where it goes in. So yeah, detail on detail on detail on these are mad. So that is step 544. Step 544 gone. Let me just swing this back up onto the screen quick. They haven't added anything new onto the Lego website yet, have they? Oh, there's a Ghost Rider. I didn't even look at the Ghost Rider bike either. So there's the Enterprise. There's the 4. You seen the Blacksmith Lego King? That's a nice looking set. No, they've added nothing else on there yet. So that's a nice set there. Yeah, it's nice. I do like all the detail that these things have. I'm a big fan actually of this. I don't think they've used this colour in the other sets. It's a real nice teal, which is lovely. Does that door pin those bits in? Yes. Yeah, so instantly you're now just making a really nice room. A little bit more length to add up on there. Two smaller bits to add down there. So are you building anything today, sir? You're going to be building your haunted house? Or are you going to put that on hold now till next year? You're going to have that under construction? Have you got space to actually put it on the table, or are you stuck building it? And when it is built, have you got anywhere to put that? Because you're obviously going to struggle, aren't you, with regards to those sorts of if it's just in the way, because that's not a good scenario if you're stuck with that, because especially with that kind of set, you kind of want it built and placed. That's kind of the thing with these as well. You want to sort of get them in. I say that I move them all the time, but you kind of want them in and around best you can. Sorry. How they pull this all together to make it nice and tight and add the next thing on. The designers of these are just... It's ingenious, to be fair. Ingenious. But yes, I said this a lot now. There's a lot of pressure on this 15th anniversary. A lot of pressure. I hope it's... Whatever building they do, or however they do it, even if it's not part of the city, as long as it's part of the 15th, I want it to be as nice as possible, which will be good. Yep. Okay, right. Sticker number 40. Oh, no. Nearly. Sticker number 45 is next. Yes, this is all one room. We've got 40. We got to 45, don't we? Yeah, we have got that. That's okay. It's a goat. We are missing a goat, but I can't give you the language. It's not in the instruction manual. That has to be in the 15th anniversary as well. Bring back the language. Because I want to translate every sticker as I go. Brown and teal works quite well. It's not too bad. That rain on this roof is starting to concern me a little bit. I'm just waiting now for the internet connection to go. Not today, and we lose everything. That'd be fun. But yeah, that's a colour scheme. You can see the teal with the brown looks great. And the fact that all of this is just one little room. And it is just adding detail to everything. It's so cleverly done. Yeah, it's going to be a interesting year next year with regards to, because Star Wars itself, obviously we've got the layout of that near enough there now, so I just need to start adding the tiles in for that one. And oh, that was going far too smoothly. Yeah, it was. With regards to the Star Wars stuff, we're there. We got the Ninjago stuff, obviously, with this, so that looked great in. And obviously that Marvel stuff that's over my shoulder. I'm actually really looking forward to just tucking into that and getting all of that nailed. Because I think that's going to look really, really clean. Is that just a 2? Yeah, it is. Yes. Okay. All right, we'll let it off. We will let it off. And now that should all... Yep, perfect. Hey, it did a thing. Got it right. Yeah, so again, just making all these different bits and pieces, all these walls. Mr. John, how are we? Right, so John says, the Daily Bugle is a close second to the Avengers Tower. Yeah, so Daily Bugle is sold out, gone, done. So over in the UK, we can get big sales on that one. But yeah, we're at 54% for the Avengers Tower, 38% for the Daily Bugle, and the 8% was a misvote, and that should have gone to the Avengers Tower. So yeah, it was a two horse race. We have plenty of people sort of jumping in, jumping out, but it's lunchtime now over in the UK, so they're all, is it lunch, dinner? What time are we? Yeah, 5:20. So now it's like a weird time to do a live stream over in the UK. But yeah, we're getting through this. We are getting through this one, which is good. And yeah, the colouring of this is just amazing. But hopefully you got all your leaves up, John, because you said the other day that you had to go out and get all of them done. So I guarantee they'll still be falling. We've got a load of rain falling down now, so that's going to be interesting tomorrow morning. Sticker number 27. So are you a fan of stickers? This is the question to everybody that is in the background. That pops in and pops back out again. Are you a fan of stickers, or would you rather have less stickers and just a handful of prints? Or are you all right putting stickers on the inside for like pictures like that? So are you okay with that? Yeah, so I've got them I've just moved them around. So I've got mine just like that at the moment. And I've just started down there, as you can see where that white strip is, just started to put a custom path in. So it's a theme park, don't forget. So I can get away with doing different bits and pieces. And I've left space for the X-Men mansion at the front, Arkham behind me. And yeah, I knew that was a silly question because they're never going to be done until there's nothing left on the tree, is there? So yeah, I know what that's like, especially with this weather that we've got now. And if this is going to be in for the whole of next week, that's going to be a fun time for everybody in the garden, that's for sure. Adding tree detailing now, beautiful. But yeah, we're also saying a lot of people are wondering if we're going to get like the Fantastic One building, or we're going to get the Oscorp building later on this year, or if we're going to get another DC building, just something bigger. It'd be interesting if they do go whatever they get, if it does go hand in hand with everything, because I think you're right with regards to, where are we going with that one? Yeah, with regards to needing them both, not so much needing them both, but they look great together. So yeah, I think it's one of those. If you've got the space for them and you can display both, definitely do it, because they look great close together. And also you got all the bits and pieces. Can I see it? Can I see it, or did that? Yes, I can. I was going to say, did that end up where I was thinking it might? It didn't. Get on there. There we go. So yeah, just layers and layers and layers of detailing on this. Loads of just all individual smaller bits, so it's all perfectly in scale as it can be with like a minifigure type thing. These are post box on the outside. I can add the sticker to later on. Number 17 for the. I'm assuming it's an Ninjago newsletter. That's quite nice. That's a nice little touch. Didn't even know that was an item on here. We have a mailbox, and the mail just sits in the back, which is nice. And then we're also adding more. That's loads and loads of detailing to add. They do go crazy with their lily pads. That's one thing they do on the Ninjago stuff. At least it all matches with all of the other bits. I'm just taking that one off. Well, I wonder, are you enjoying your splashback? That's nice and exciting for you. We were actually just zooming in on the toilet detail on this set as well, which, to be fair, I still can't believe they've added it to the back of the box. That it, of all the things that they could have shown off for this set, they want to show off the fact that it has a working thing. So that's always good. Yeah, that's it. So you have loads of space, and then yeah, you get shafted with all of that. So it's just never ending. It's a never ending battle, is it? So yeah, it's not ideal. Jay's a really keen gardener as well. So he will know your pain, John. He's always out there with his rake picking up leaves in his back garden. So he shares your pain as he sat on the toilet. Doing his business. As I am ramming long length lily pads through a leaf. Look at that, scary. Oh, that's the post box. Yeah, scary with all of those bits and pieces coming through. That is going to be a problem, though. I don't want to lose that because that is in the post box. I might put that in last. Go Nan! Team Nan has saved the day for Jay's Toy Collection UK. What a beautiful Christmas present that is. So are you there at the moment while enjoying the toilet break, or are you at home now and you can gloat and say it out loud? So at least you can enjoy that, Jay, which is nice. Otherwise, you would have been in possibly a little bit of trouble. I've just done all of that and I've missed a piece. Oh, no. Uh-huh. Oh, balls. Looking at that going, why is that bit not on this page? It's because it goes there. Bit of stability is where it goes. Simple fix. Simple fix. Get back on. Good. Happy days. So Jay has just got back and torpedoed straight to his toilet. John doesn't rake. He has a ride-on mower with a. Well, fair enough. So we have somebody talking about his length in the garden, Jay. So I'll let you two carry on with that because you both definitely have the same interests or the same hatred, depending on what's what. So yeah, I do not have that problem whatsoever. Ah, there it is. Or was it a double rather than a single? But yeah, the rain that's coming down on this roof at the moment, it sounds a little bit fruity. Just a single. So does that mean you're now all in again on the Enterprise, Jay? Very bizarre spare bits, but kind of see why they are. So yeah. So do you know the SKU number for the Christmas gifts? I can type it in and see if it's working, because they've got to be adding that sooner rather than later. I don't know if they've added it yet or not. I really want to see the other giveaway up close. I want to see. Oh, I didn't even realize that the actual Ninjago thing, I'm showing to you now as I'm tiny, is a full print of the ninja on top. It's pretty cool. Put all of those in there and we will carry on. Thank you, sir. I will type that in now. So 40776. Is that active on the website? 6. It starts with a 5. 40776. That teased. That spun round a couple more longer. I thought it was going to find it then. So yeah, not on there yet, which is a little bit of a shame. But yeah, if it's going to be a triple giveaway on the 28th, that's going to be very, very interesting. That's if that is the case. That Christmas gift looks incredible. Incredible. So that would work straight in my Winter Village display. So yeah, that would go in nicely. That right, bag 2728. I've got to add this to somewhere first. So where's this actually going? Where's this? Spin this around. And we are. That's smooth. Just sit there. Where does it go? Yeah, it just sits in there. Well, clearly, it needs a bit more persuasion than that, does it? Putting on the wrong way around. I'm like, well, why is that not working? I was looking at the wrong front door. I was putting the idiot. I have to put those flowers back on now. Just knocked all the flowers off. I was like, well, the flowers don't fit. It's because I was trying to enter through the back door. So that was a no entry. And now we're back. There we go. So it's on. So top tip, don't try and stick it with the back door facing, because it won't work. Take that as you will. 2728. One minifigure. Still only giving us one figure at a time. So, Mr. Leg again, you were saying something about a giveaway that you weren't impressed with. Which one was it? Because we were talking about this giveaway at the time. Let me just flop that back up. I'll show you as I open up the bags and try not to make a mess. So we were talking about this one. And the giveaway. So we're talking about this giveaway. And then you were talking about something else. but I don't know what giveaway you were talking about. So let us know what you were talking about as I open up these. 27, 28. I think it might be building another small. Hopefully, it's going to be another smaller room. Yes, which is ideal. So yeah, that's the giveaway that we're talking about, and this potentially is going to be one of now 3. It does look like it's going to be a double run. So there's going to be stuff for the insiders, and then there's going to be stuff for when this comes out on the Black Friday. So yeah, I'm intrigued to know what everybody thinks of this giveaway and what the other giveaways are. Right, start off with all the small pieces again, and then it will hopefully get larger. So those 2 bags did not take too long to do. I spent longer actually repairing the mistakes that I did yesterday after the instant of those pieces flying than what we are doing on this. And I have already mentioned that if anybody wants to do a Orient Express with the Enterprise as a combination with a track going underneath the Orient Express, that episode is amazing. So, Jay, I can give you that episode to watch if you would like. If you would like to make your space a complete imagination, so you could have your Star Trek Enterprise up top like you were going to have, but this episode gives you the ability with the holodeck to have a full-blown medieval person head to toe doing a jigsaw puzzle with a wench, and then you have got a Western character in there as well and others. So it is a complete mashup. So you have got the ability, if you want to do that one. So the giveaway was a Lego League Christmas one. Yeah, so that was that what you were talking about last week? Is that the one that you didn't like? Because I've only just seen it this morning. So yeah, Jay was letting me know that there's potential giveaways coming. So yes, Jay, if you'd like which I am actually very tempted to do the Starship Enterprise up on the stand and then have underneath my own custom width of the ship as a holodeck thing, because that holodeck gets used in pretty much every episode with regards to different bits and pieces. But this episode gives Jay the ability to do an Orient Express, or even you go Western Train if you wanted to, and all those other little bits and pieces. It sounds like more like your plan. Well, it's your it's your stuff. They were on the Orient Express, and inside the Orient Train, you could add a medieval character. You could have all the other bits and pieces while doing a jigsaw puzzle. What an incredible episode that was. So I will send you that episode to watch. But yes, you are going to have to try and watch one episode a week, sir, because I would like to speak to you about these things without spoiling it. But one episode a week, it'll be good. I'll even watch it with you at the same time. We can message each other. We can have like a Star Trek 40-minute date night whenever you're free. And you might be able to churn through it, because the that Easter egg is huge, and it'd be interesting if that is what they're going to do. Yeah, so a filthy watch along. Yeah, let's have a filthy. Let's get the special sock out and have a special filthy. Yeah, we could do that. Why not? Why not? That would be nice. Well, we got through the Mandalorian in a day, and they were the same length episodes of these. Granted, there's like 10 seasons of these to try and get through, but still, we could still try and binge watch one or just have a bit of an episode and a nice time. That'd be nice. But yeah, before you get it spoiled for yourself with all these other ships coming out of absolutely nowhere. It'd be a pretty cool thing for you to see. I have a yes from Lego King, so I'm not too sure if you're going to get the Enterprise with the holodeck design, or if you were saying that you were disappointed with the giveaway. I don't know if I can actually access Jay's. Ooh, whatever that is, that's lost forever. Because it's a hot chocolate stand. Advent calendar is Pooh Star Wars one. I don't think we're talking about the same thing, are we? I don't know if Jay's giving me dodgy information. Is it either it's a dodgy information, or I've just got my wires crossed for 7 days. Let's have a look at the advent calendar. Hang on. Let's have a look at that quickly. All right, sir. Enjoy moving your bits and pieces. I will plod on and carry on. What moving, by the way, before you go, so you can sell it to the world. I'll be on here for a while. But the advent calendars now, they're all on sale in Smith, so you can pick them up relatively cheap. Say relatively cheap. Oh yeah, because last year it was all the. I haven't actually looked at these. I don't think last year it was all the ships. So what have you got this year? Well, to be fair, if that is a Christmas print on that, oh, it's not. That's a shame. So C3PO is not in there. You've got the tiny little bits and pieces. Now, is this an Easter egg of things that are going to be coming? Got a little Christmas one on there. Oh, you've got a little. Well, he's in a Christmas outfit, I think, with his little hat. He's got his own little Christmas tree. It's a bit of just a standard kind of Star Wars add-on pack, isn't it, for that one? It's not really. I wouldn't say it's as Christmassy as what they've been in the past. So yeah, fair enough. That is fair enough. I like how Jay has run off after me talking to him, trying to encourage him to watch the Star Wars. And I'm not talking to you about Star Trek. I do not want to know. I sat there and watched every single movie ever of Star Wars, and now he is refusing to watch Star Trek. We're going to have to set up something. We're going to have to set up a petition for him to start watching. So, you're having a clear up as well. So everybody's on the clear up. Yeah, I've had a big chop and change already in behind me. So, which I am happy with, and I will be adding to those displays over the next few days. So yeah, I can be the odd one out and just plod on and carry on building rather than actually getting anything in. I do like, actually, I don't know if you noticed, I am Jay's toilet break. I figured this out now. So when he goes to the toilet, just for a little bit of entertainment, he'll just plonk me on. And then when he actually has anything else to do, mute, go away. No, not interested. So I am the equivalent of Jay's toilet paper. I think there's got to be some sort of live stream variant of what I am for that. Lego King's got his wires crossed, red. I'm not sure if I don't know if you have to push the live stream forward, Lego King. I'm not too sure what jaws? Red jaws? I have no idea. No idea. I don't know what bit we're on. I did mention Jaws, but that was like at the start of the live stream, so I don't know how far behind you are. There he is with his hat. He's also got a Yeah, so I was going to say he's got the cake. There he is with his different hairdo. Got a nice print on his trousers, though. What I will say, I've noticed this now I did say this with the Star Wars minifigures. Some of the legs are starting to get a little bit weak. Don't know why. But when you push down on them, they really want to flip. They really want to flip through. I thought they were a little bit stiffer than that, but maybe not so. Maybe not so much. Right, so where are you two? Oh, I'm looking for there they are. So I'm looking for two of the same thing. Can't be that hard to find them both. Got them. Piece count too much Minecraft. Which set? And have a look. Let me know what set it is, and I will have a look. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Right, 8 of these. Interesting. Five, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 of those. Again, the detailing on the roof when we do the bits and pieces are so good. That's the 4. I'm a big fan of how these roofs look. And that is number, oh, he says, get on. That's number 8, and that's a roof. So the detail, again, is just, it's scary, really. Add the bit on across the top, and I'm now starting to add in, this, again, really gorgeous. I know it's a bit bright with the light, but this colour is so rich. Really nice teal colour. That looks like an important sticker. Have I got up to? Yes, I have got it. Nice, good. So we've got the sticker. We can add the sign on. That tiny little thing with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, should be fun. Circular sticker that has to kind of say this is a 24/7, so it's not a 7-Eleven. We have a 24/7. Hopefully. Have I put that on right? Oh, I have. Yes. There we go. Oh, right. Okay. Hang on. Oh, I didn't know what you're talking about. So, piece count to Minecraft. Right. Okay. That's what it is. I think you're talking about the Minecraft had too much. I was like, what are you going on about? Right. So, let's have a quick look at the advent calendars. And as Mr. Lego King is talking about the advent calendars, plonk them up. Off. Right. So, obviously, they're much cheaper everywhere else, and they always are up until December until these go on. So, the Star Wars I don't know which ones I've got the better figures in, because some of them, like this, they've got technically 4 if you include the little ball, but that's 263. And then will we go back? Can we go back? Yes. So you've got the worst one is the Lego City, but it's the cheapest because the Lego City is 186, 263, 300, and 276. But if you look at what's available with this, you get all of that. So you can't go by the piece count on the minifigures because, on the advent calendars, because technically, look at those. I want all of them. Why have I not seen these this year? I haven't bothered to click on them. So that is, look at that size of that Christmas tree. So you get Mr. and Mrs. Claus, cool little polar bear, Christmas tree, reindeer dress up, mum and dad, I guess. So it's a family of 5 plus those 2. And then you've got all of the presents that can go underneath the tree. And you get like a double alien thing. You got an alien with a helmet. Dog bowl, cat, teddy bear. Yes. You got me looking now, Mr. Lego King. So yeah, I'm going to have to wait until they go into a sale and just pick them up, because again, with the Harry Potter stuff, you get all the Christmas jumpers from those. These are more bigger builds. So you got the big spider, the hat. In fact, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So you get seven figures with those. So yeah, the Star Wars is always sort of the worst one. Minecraft is where all the pieces are at, but again, you're up at £9 more than the others. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters, and the rest are just obviously the Minecraft builds with the polar bear and things like that. And then the Friends. Oh, you've got Friends and Disney. Frozen. Are they dolls? Yeah, they're dolls, aren't they? So for the Frozen dolls, you get 4. 2 of those, and then that one, the little thing, got a little cat on a seesaw. So I would imagine the Friends, you'll get loads of them like the Lego City. Yeah. So you got 5 plus the dogs, the cats, and everything. So there you go. So you get all the beds. You get like a little sleepover slumber party thing. So yeah, that Lego City one's really nice. Yeah, very, very nice. I like that. Yeah, really nice. Really, really nice. So yeah, those figures are amazing. Didn't actually realize that they were those, to be fair. I might have to pay a little bit more attention, because I do like the big Christmas tree. For the minifigures as well, they look great, because that's the one thing with the figs, you want everybody in Christmas jumpers. So if you're not a minifigure fan, you like minifigures, yada yada yada. When it comes to the Christmas stuff and you try and make displays, you need everybody in the Christmas jumpers, and you want to make it look as Christmassy as possible. Yeah, that's one thing I'd definitely say. But no, the Star Wars, I mean, to be fair though, granted, the Star Wars calendar is just, I was about to say atrocious, but that's a little harsh compared to the other ones. But they've given us an amazing gingerbread 8080 with the minifigure, which everybody is going crazy for. So it's not, I don't think it's ever worth getting the advent calendar from the Lego group. If you can just get it from, so I've had 1 or 2 of the advent calendars in the past, and I use all of the, especially from the Lego City stuff, all the unwrapped presents I use at the Santa's workshop. So that's what I tend to do. But yeah, if you want to mock it up or do whatever it is that you want to do with it, carry on. Where is this actually? I can't figure out where this is actually supposed to sit. Oh, it goes there. Okay. I need a bib, I think. Need a bib. So Lego King says the city one I'm down with. Yeah, I think those city minifigures, they are really, really nice. So those minifigures just there, I think will look really nice with the big Christmas tree. So the actual set itself, I think, is a little bit pricey for a Christmas thing. Is it there? It's amazing, but it's just kind of just too much money. I understand that it's meant to be built multiple years over and over and over again, just like all the others are, and it is much bigger than everything else. I get that, but these would go very, very well with what we've just seen. I mean, that thing there, look at that. That's a nice looking little, I don't even know what it is, but it's cute. I'd have that on display all the time. Then you've got, it's Doc Ock. And I don't know if Jay knows this, but it is, I don't think he's seen it, but you have a Doc Ock elf. So you can't go wrong with that. And then you've got another skier. Then you've got obviously the reindeer just chilling out. But you have got the two same minifigures though. So you would get Mr. and Mrs. Claus as a dupe. And then you've got a team of elves all dressed up, looking good for Christmas. I do like the cat Christmas jumper as well. I would like to build that one, yeah. 1 year. So going back up. So after the haunted house, got one bag to finish on the gingerbread house. Well, you want to get that done next because you can have that out for the month of December. Make up a little bit of a diorama, put it down on a white base plate. You're laughing. That's all you need. Got one bag candy cane outside the roof with a bit of paint. Yeah, you're laughing. Yeah, it won't take long. That's an amazing set as well with the glitter in the windows and things. That's really, really very, very smart. Yeah, that is a really nice looking set. That so yeah, definitely tuck into that. Yeah, it's very, 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 very nice. Now I was hoping to get that tree this year, but why was there a firework going off in the pouring rain? What is actually wrong with people? Idiots. Absolute idiots. I know it's the weekend for fireworks, but not this time, surely. All right, I am, as normal, like I have been with this for quite a bit, dribbling ever so slightly. When did that bit go on? It didn't it? I've added a layer on for no reason at all. I've just doubled it up. You're going to copy that from the elf house. Have you got the elf house or not? Can't get this bit off now. Oh, no. There we go. Incredible mistakes I've made so far in this. All right, so that is all of those. And then we added that one, and that one. Yeah, I've just been an absolute pleb and just added an extra. I added an extra skin on before I did it. What an idiot! Right. So now we are back up to speed with that. I can start adding this in. Yeah, one of them. That one, go for a double. Big curve piece. Huge chunky bit that is. See, just the colours on it. But yeah, it won't be long until people will be building up their. I've started my Winter Village display already. I've got all my stuff ready to go. It's out, out from where it was, and yeah, I want to make sure it's out on display for the whole month of December, because obviously it's one of those sets that you just rotate every year. So because I think the train. It'd be interesting what the train station looks like next year, and if I'll get both of those at the same time. Because I'm assuming it's got to be a train station with a train. It is our third train we've had, though. So this is the third one that they've done. But it does give people plenty of opportunity to at least say they've got a train. Enjoy. Goodbye. Have fun. Enjoy. I will basically finish this bag off. So what we've got to be we are 6 o'clock now, aren't we? Surely. Yeah, 6 o'clock. So we're at that silly time where people will be going and coming. So we'll just keep plodding on for a little bit, and just see how far we get on. But the temperature keeps dropping as it is. I might just get what I can done, and actually call it quits on the live stream and carry on doing some filming behind me, because I haven't got enough layers on, and the temperature's been dropping quite quickly. I can see it on my little thing. So, but no, I will happily talk about Winter Village sets all night. So if anybody is watching this back on the replay, let me know. What it is you are thinking of doing for your Winter Village display this year, next year. I do like the tree. I do like the train. Now's the right time, especially on the live streams, to be building those things up. But yeah, enjoy. If you are eating, obviously, enjoy your food. Caught it. Don't worry, I caught it. Yeah. So again, we're going to get tall on this quite quick, I think. This is going to be going up and up and up. But this room is Aaron, I guess. Aaron. I don't know how you pronounce his name properly, but he's the ninja that turned out to be quite annoying. I'm sure he'll come full circle, or they've just given us another annoying character because they're going to make Jay nice again. But he comes across as a bit of a spoiled brat and everything else. I just hope he's not the one that's supposed to be taking over from Lloyd's place, because that would just be a little bit too painful to watch. Yeah, so what's that? Six bits just for something as simple as that, and then we've got a nice little lime green lily pad to add on, upside down this time, with a different type of flower going in. And another thing that goes in upside down as well. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. Those two. It's actually starting to come together quite quick. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes. I'm not doing too badly. But yeah, I had, like I said, I had plans for the Winter Village. This is his bedroom. So there it is. Look. But I think I'm going to do that next year now. Which is a little bit of a shame. That Christmas tree is a multi-person build, isn't it? So we'll wait until next year. And again, something as simple as just making. Look how quickly that came together, just with the detail of all of the colouring just for the bed. And then I'm assuming that's going to be the next piece that we add. Yep. With a sticker, which I don't have. We don't have 60. So he's not going to have his own emblem on there. Low with that one. High with that one. Low, low, high, high. And that's the bed. It's incredible. Beautiful looking thing. I don't think it is. I think it might be. That can't be a bunk. We're now making the shelf. Oh, this is where he's got his trophies and stuff on. Yeah. Yep. And yeah, we are. No, we are. It is a bunk bed. Or is it? Looks like we're making the same thing in reverse. So do they attach? Soon find out. We will soon find out. I'll repeat the same thing on the other side, I think. Right, yeah, so we are, what I'm assuming, making... Oh, it is. What's a bunk bed for? Oh, it's for her. Oh, they, for some reason, got them sharing a room in this one. Ah. So she's not pictured, is she? That's what's confused me. So they have added both of those rooms together. They've given her sticker number 69, and I don't have sticker 69. So I'm still waiting for the sheet. So their bed sheets are going to be, well, looking like that, rather than having their own logo on. Strengthening underneath. What does that sit on then? Very clever. For what I thought was a shelf. It just sits on there nice and simple. Right, what's going on with this pole as well? Let's have a look. Quick break from that. So the Avengers Tower has been caught up, has it? Somebody has finally voted for Batman for the first time in 2 days. So I think it was the 15th vote is on for Batman. So Batman's at 7. The full Marvel Lego City Wave is at 7%. Avengers Tower's at 53. And the Daily Bugle, the big one, is at 33%. So we are a good few votes in on that one now. So that's what we were looking at. Let's get that back up on the screen. Share. See a pumpkin. Pumpkin is all right, Fluff. All right, you're on the screen. So that's live. That's the minifigures that we were looking at. So yeah, like those. You can see it's supposed to be built with multiple people. And the train goes around that tree. It's like a fat tree, but it's not super tall. And the only thing that's putting me off is that you had like a huge tree that you could pick up in a sale. And it went in a sale for like 27, 30 quid, something like that, ages and ages ago. I just can't get over what, apart from obviously the inside of that tree, but I would never have it open. So I just want the minifigures from it. And this is obviously the other option that you've got for this winter, for your Winter Village display, which you have got the Easter eggs of Harry Potter construction. You've got the train, and of course you've got the Arctic Explorer. So we can do this for you. These are all the bags I built. Bring them out your way. There we go. No, you want to stay? Go. Okay, so yeah, so that's the choice that we've got for the minifigures for the two sets. Yeah, so I'm still undecided about the tree. I did want it, but every time I keep looking at it, I'm like, no, it's a really fat tree, but I don't think it has the height to go with the actual Winter Village stuff. So it's almost like it's a standalone display piece, and I wouldn't have it anywhere else. So that's the little bedside cabinet going in. I have got sticker 23, so I can do that one. Tell you what's going to be interesting is me going back through all of this and adding all the stickers that I'm missing to this at a later date, if I remember to do it. So that's the actual Rising Dragon itself. Get over there. Right, so we are now on step 589, page 118. So we seem to be doing all right. It's getting through it quickly enough. I think what I might do is I might just finish this bag and probably call it quits. I'm getting a little bit cold, so might finish it a little bit earlier, but then at the same time, this is the dull time. It does this on all the Sundays. Everybody goes and has a bite to eat, and then loads of people suddenly turn up. So it's just like if I commit to opening another bag, I'm going to be sat here for quite a while. We'll see. We'll see what the time is when this bit's done, I think. Another sticker that I can't add on, number 66. There's a lot on that other sticker sheet that I do not have. That's a nice blue piece. But to be fair, you put the sticker on, turn it round, put it in, and you're never ever going to see it because the room's so small, you can't even see what it is. So some of them are just there for the sake of being there. Right, now it takes us up to step 602. Yeah, starting to get there. But yeah, again, just with the volume of detail just in this little room, this is 2 bags. So even though it's a big set, that came together quite quickly. So I'm assuming it's going to do the same thing on this, and all of a sudden we're going to just have bigger pieces for the bit in the middle where it connects between the two, I guess. Yes and yes. Nice. So that's another turnover for the lily pads. And we've got that bit going back on the inside. And then you just have your little window. It's so clever, so clever. I see the poles moving again. Yeah, he's off for a bite to eat. Avengers Tower's still winning. I think that might take her. Yeah, to be fair, the building itself is amazing, but the minifigures are better in the Bugle, aren't they? So I think that's the thing. So yeah, we'll stick with that. Yeah. So let's get this bit on. Is that a little bow? It is. Oh, little bow just on there. So that's a little cute. But yeah, so we just covered all of the Win It Village bits and pieces. So if you are going to be getting anything either advent calendar related, because I can't get over actually how good those minifigures are in the Lego City advent calendar, and the fact that that now is already in quite a big sale, that would really add nicely to everybody's displays. Still think the big Christmas tree is just meant for a non-Winter Village display, and it's just more of an actual thing like the wreath. I would class that as the same bit as that. But the minifigures that it comes with are pretty smart. And if you didn't realise, the train, that is the third train that they have done. So I would like the OG train. That's one thing actually that I would like to backtrack. I saw that for the first ever time in a shop window in Billand. Didn't even know it was a thing. And I started to research it, and I was like, oh my days. Big thing. The carriages are much bigger than everything else. Beautiful looking thing. I'll try and get it up in a little bit, but yeah, I think it's a lot of money now. A lot of money. Okay, yeah. Detail on detail on detail. So the amount of pieces that are used just for this little room. Mind blowing. And now we've got a little bar thing to add. The feet the same way. Goes in line. Oh, yeah, it's just crazy. This is 2 big bags of just stuff. So yeah, soon enough, it's going to just be wanting both base plates to be clipped together. And I'm going to be struggling for building space with this until I move it around. But it's going to look nice with all the others over there. So fingers crossed, it will come together nicely. But that window, no, say it every single time. Every time I put this together, it amazes me with their building techniques of how lovely this set actually is. A little bit higher. You come over a little bit. Nothing wrong on that. Standard. Oh, there we go. Just push it in. So yeah, you got all that little bit with the detailing on the front. That bit to go on there, and then it is literally all these smaller pieces now are going to be spare. Yep. Magic. Can't go wrong with that at all. So I'll put them in with the other spare bag. Might, just for the sake of it, do the next 2 bags, because I know people might be coming back after the dinners and things. So this is actually probably the quickest live stream kickoff. And then everybody got let's go off for food. So I've got another 2 bags in front of me. We'll tuck into those and see what we can do with them. We are still only early in the UK, so it's not too bad. Yeah, it's only 6:20. So my coldness, I wish I had my thermal with me. I should have. I didn't think of it. I'm a moron. Come on, there we go. 29 and 30. Oh, I've got to put this on here as well, haven't I? So this is going on. Which door? Which door are we looking at? The door directly over that one. Very nice. There we go. That is looking quite tasty. Looking quite nice. Quite nice. Right. Me versus these bags then. Got to be another room that's going on top. Turn the page. No. Jinx that, didn't I? So I actually need this beside me. So we are spreading this all the way around. And we are going to be looking at... Yeah, you can kind of see, can't you? Not that it matters. Yeah, you can kinda. Well, I didn't knock anything off the table that time, so that's not too bad. As long as I don't do the same thing this time, we should hopefully churn through these two bags. Double check that. Yep, still exactly the same. There's no point in me doing another poll now because there's just no point, no need. What are we going to be doing here? Right, 2 of those. Like it when it's the chunky stuff to start with. Where are they going? Oh, right, okay. All the way down there, and that is clearly in the wrong place. Good start. Good start. There we go. All of that, when I picked up that, shouldn't have just tried to show you guys and girls how strong it was. It's still coming back around to bite. Where's that going? There. That's where you're going. All right, done a thing. We did it. Can I do this one? Yes, I can. I've got the sticker sheet for that one. I really need that other sticker sheet. Check that out. What a beautiful colour that is. Number 53. Probably should have kept that out and put the sticker on first. But this is... Well, I'm assuming it's the Easter egg for the staff Ninjago Christmas set that they did. That everybody wanted. I would have bought that. I think everybody would have bought that. But it was a staff giveaway. And then they wanted loads and loads of money. Perfect. There you go. Nice and straight. And that one will go... I have a feeling... Where is it? That's the bit that came off. I had that bit left and I couldn't see for love or money where that went. And I think that's it. Ah, there we go. So that sits in between those two. Yes, it does. Oh, finally. That's taken 4-5 bags to figure out exactly where that piece is supposed to go because it was just floating around. So top tip, don't try and pick it up by the Technic pieces to show how strong something is because they just ping. And we played pickup yesterday to everybody's amusement for ages with regards to actually finding the pieces again. But at least we are going, you can see-ish where we are going. And if anybody is building anything, let us know. If you are wanting to look at now, because of Lego King's got me thinking of the advent calendars. I've just done a quick deep dive on the advent calendars. I can pling them back up because I think there might be a clear winner this year with regards to minifigure volume and everything else. and price. And they're obviously in a big sale everywhere. And if you are building anything, ordering anything, doing anything, I can just get that up on the Lego website. And that is just beautiful with... Don't you dare fall off that bit. I think the light's a little bit too bright. No, you can see it. Yeah, there it is. So all of those individual pieces that you make up just for sort of layering and everything. So nice. So yes, no pressure, design team, for the 15th anniversary for the Ninjago, but I am expecting the world. No pressure whatsoever, but I am expecting it to be one of the best things you've done for Ninjago, if that's okay. I would like that very much. What I don't like very much is I have been an idiot. Yes, I have been an idiot. I've really got to just pay attention. I'm in one of those days today where it's just going wrong. There we go. We'll try again. So that goes on first. That bit goes up that way. And we've got another one, and then going downwards. 18. I don't know what we'll fit on. Another one go down. Another one, and another one, and another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going down, and then that one goes up facing the other way. And there's 2 of those. 2 of that areas, that's right. Then we've got 1 going up, 6 going down, 3, 4, that'll be 5, 6. You know, you've got 1 left, and you don't know if you counted properly. Two of those. Happy days. Happy and days. Right, where are... Oh, we're on top. And just as well, I spotted that out. What? That is... That one. That is... That one. Can't be right. There's no way. Oh, what am I doing? That piece is the correct piece that's there. How have I done this wrong? It doesn't go that way. It doesn't go. It doesn't fit the other way. Oh, it does. Oh, that's embarrassing. Ram it in. Top tip. Just ram it in. Oh, it's been one of those today. One of those. Tried the back door. It didn't work. Now I just had to ram it in. Oh, God. Right. So now we'll build it. Hopefully I built that bit properly, because we are now going basically straight across the bridge for that. And it looks like it goes just like so, which is nice. We'll actually cheat in a minute and actually take a quick look at maybe 1 or 2 bits on the Lego website, just so I can actually get the sense of feeling back in my wrist. However, this is actually the quickest 2 bags I've done, so I might not want to break that up until there is. So say until this very moment where I can't actually find the piece. So it seems to be that we keep putting in what looks like different beds, pillows. I'm assuming that this is a completely different to what we've just built. We've just built almost like a luxurious type thing. And this is obviously more of a, this is a secret bit or not, I don't know. Yes, whatever this is. So compared to all of the other bits and pieces, which obviously you can see how detailed this thing's starting to get, and that colour, now it's away from the light, that is a really, really rich mint as well. So that's lovely. This bit, I'm just a bit, I don't quite get where this bit's actually going to end up. I'm assuming it's going on top here, but we're doing something here. I don't recognise it in any of the photos, so I guess we will soon find out. Yeah. Now this seems to be coming together. Okay. Whatever it is getting bigger. I don't understand. Well, but it is my concern, though, is the exact bit that I'm doing right now. It's going to be involving Technic pieces. So if I've done something wrong earlier on, this is going to go completely wrong because I have had to basically rebuild most of this after the issue. Oh, I say that politely, that we had yesterday. So if you did catch what happened yesterday and how far that piece went absolutely, well, we thought went flying. Jay clearly was watching a different live stream and he said he thought it landed over by the Marvel section. Another sticker to add. Is it sticker time already? It is in, I think it is. It is indeed. This down, there we go. Right, number 39. Sticker number 39. 33, 39. There we go. Again, I'm going to say this, every single sticker I put on, I wish I had the language because I want to know what this is. I put that on like an absolute dog as well. What an absolute idiot. All of them to get wrong. Oh, it's dreadful. Can I save it? Oh, just horrible. I'm a horrible, horrible, horrible person. That was vile. Try that again. Put it down too low. The sticker's much smaller than the actual thing. Nope. I'll go for there. Oh, there we go. That's better. That's better. That was really bad. Still not fantastic, but it will do. It's because of the instruction booklet. It fills the whole thing out, and it's the sticker's far too small. My excuse. You can't blame it on the weather. I will stick with that excuse. What is going up there? So we have got a secret room in there. So remember that for the review. And now the dangerous bit arrives because we are about to put in Technic pins. Where are they going through? The back end? No. I'm not demonstrating how sturdy I thought this is because of what happened last time. That's annoying. Well, we'll say that. I couldn't do anything wrong. Get in. Oh, that's one bit gone. What I want to do is push the thing in. try it. Spin this round. Oh, there we go. That may be too high. There it is. No. I've literally, that one pin has just pushed all 4 of the Lego bricks over. Where's the hole? There it is. Why is it too high? Is it too high, too low? It can't be off because the other one's got it there. Hate it every time. Oh, it always fights me. Always fights me. So that one step was 672. So we're on obviously 628. Booklet 2, page 138. And we are wrapping it round onto the front. And that's just it. Next bit. Okay. Gilbert, how are we? Gilbert Glider, I think that says. You can't see properly, but 711, yeah, all good this end. Hopefully you are good as well. If you're building anything, let us know. That's what we've been doing all live stream. It stops me from building this, which is nice. And then I can just get it up on the Lego website, and then we can take a look at what it is you've been up to doing and that kind of thing. So hopefully you're good. Good. No, good. Yeah, so we can easily just plonk this up. This is the lacking at. So yeah, if you're doing anything, building anything, any minifigures you want to check out, we can just hunt them down. Exactly what is what with all of that, and then it stops me building for a couple of minutes. So, and of course, with all the news that's coming out now, with all of the sets that are going to be coming out for next year, I think it's going to be a very busy time for the Lego website, I think. Yeah, we had a huge group of people in before, and they wanted to skedaddle and go off for lunch. And I thought I was going to stop. I decided to commit and carry on, which I kind of regret doing. But we are where we are, and we are plodding on. So we'll keep going. One, two, three. Yep. One of those ones to keep spinning around, is it? Beautiful. At least the one thing I will say with this is that when you do overlap all the Lego bits and pieces, it does make it nice and sturdy compared to the one before this. I thought that was a little bit flimsy. So hopefully overall this is a lot stronger, which would be nice. The 4 going up. Yeah, so we'll get this bag finished, and then I can start to wrap it up, which is good. And then I'm going to do my own research for the Marvel bits and pieces behind. Yeah, I'm getting a bit cold, I'm not going to lie. Getting a little bit on the fresh side up here. And I know what's going to happen. More than likely, we'll get quite close to the end of the stream, and then everyone will start turning back up. And then if that is the case, you guys can entertain yourselves, and I can put a thermal on. Right, we are moving over to step 632, page 142. One over that way, one over that way. Nice. Yeah. Where are we going? No, don't do that. Get on, thank you. Yeah, that's what I don't want it to start doing. Exploding. That would be painful if that happened. We do not want that to happen. Right. Detail on this is ridiculous. I've said this all the way through. We've got so many nice colours. We've got like all the greens with the golds and all those other little bits and pieces as well. And it's just, it is very, very good. Very, very, very nice. Was that 4? That's 5. And that'd be 6. And they are going all the way over. That's guessing we're starting in the corner. I hope we are. I'm not taking them all off again. Yeah. 5. Don't start doing that. Over 6. Perfect. Right, next page. So that is 643. Looks like we're boxing all of that in now. Yeah, hope that won't. I'll just sits on. One of those. Yeah. Yeah, attention to detail is nice. I just hope that once it's actually all in, it matches up with the rest of them. Otherwise, that would suck, especially with the build so big. But I think we got an overhang. Should be all right. And if anybody is an Ninjago fan and you have been watching The Rising Dragon, don't forget there's a lot of those sets that are retiring between now and Christmas as well. So if you want to get yourself some nice dragons, nice minifigures and all that kind of thing, they are in Smith's because they've sold out on the Lego website for some of them. And don't forget Smith's has a huge sale on with regards to Lego items until end of day tomorrow. Because at the moment, Lego have a sale at Smith's where every 50 you spend, you get $5 off, and they've got stuff in a sale. So their sales seem to have started well before everybody else. And obviously, we've got the insiders stuff coming from the Lego website soon. We've got the Black Friday stuff as well. But it is the insiders that has the huge deals, supposedly. I couldn't remember between the two, and it popped up. It popped up yesterday. So, yeah, the insiders is better than the Black Friday. And obviously, the deals are for the insiders. So make sure you are signed into your account, otherwise you are not going to see it. And we are only a few weeks away from that happening now. And then we've got the big thing with a certain enterprise as well. And then that, I think, might open a lot of sets coming like they did with the Rivendell. I can see that being once a year. It'd be nice if they had its own time slot. I could live with it being, I think I caught that. I think I caught it. Did I catch it? Yes, I'm just wearing grey. There we go, got it. I did not want to drop that pin on the floor. So yeah, it'd be quite nice to have a regular thing back on Black Friday. Obviously, we all joke about that Black Friday is you're supposed to be saving money, but they could well start a Star Trek thing, because it was quite nice knowing that you were going to get a DC set. That was it. It used to be the DC time slot, didn't it? And then it changed to the Avengers Tower, and it changed again. I quite like it knowing that it's the same time frame with regards to the themes and the sets. I don't know what other people think, but you know when the Star Wars stuff's going to come out, you know what kind of stuff's going to come out in January, so you can budget. But when you got something like this out the blue, you knew it was coming. But if it is going to be a regular thing now, it means you've got a price scale to go by with this one. Are they going to do a Lord of the Rings thing, and are they going to make something bigger next time and make it more expensive, then go cheaper for the third way through? Or are they going to go slightly cheaper than the Enterprise and go expensive for the third one? Because obviously the Lord of the Rings, it was the eyeball is more expensive than Rivendell. Was it the other way around? Rivendell might be more expensive actually, so ignore that. I'm trying to think, was it 3? Oh, yeah, it might be. I think the eyeball was slightly cheaper, but it's huge though, wasn't it? Because it was just a really big, tall thing, so that's what I'm getting mixed up with. But this is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which is nice. And we are now starting to add on this kind of stuff, but this is now getting to the point of where you push down, it pops and breaks. There's a clip. There's one. We'll do that on all 4 sides. 2, 3. I think it's 3. There we go. We're down. Looks nice. That looks nice. What's going on with the poll? Anybody taking part in the poll? Yes. Right. So obviously we've had another couple of votes in, but it's still there or thereabouts the same. So it's 35 to 53 for the Daily Bugle and the Avengers Tower. And then we've got the full Marvel Wave, which had a vote by accident, and then Arkham. So Avengers Tower, it seems to be, it's had a fair few votes for it. And I'll keep having to click back on that because I can see the Avengers Tower at 53. Didn't think it had moved. So obviously 2 votes must have come in at the same time. So yeah, feel free to take part in that because that is what it is there for. But we are getting through this nicely. Well, he says I've jinxed it again. There must have been something. Oh, it was. I did 2 of them, and there's supposed to be 3. Embarrassing. It's only a couple of pages back, so that's all right. And I haven't put anything in its place, so it's bizarre. We've got something that is floating. Anything there before? Yes, there was something, one thing there before. There we go. That matches up with the other one now. Right. So we are. Where are we at? Where are we? Step 643 is where we're at now. So we've got all sorts of different shapes going in different directions, which is always good fun. Oh, 2 there, 2 there, and then that long one over that way. Got one in already. Right, next step. So 644, page 151. I am now starting to get hungry. I'm blaming every single person that has mentioned food on this stream is what I'm going to do. That's a very interesting way of doing the roof. Two back. Wow, okay. That is going over on that bit. No, thank you. I think that's all done. All right, got to get these lengths in the right bit. And then we can start to finally call it. again. And a curve. Hey, happy days. I actually put things in the right place. Can't go wrong with that, which is makes a change. Often it's actually the wrong curve, I think. It is the wrong curve. It's embarrassing. That come off. Oh dear. Come on. You're jinxing yourself. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a day because I'm cold and I'm hungry and I will figure this out tomorrow. So guys, thank you very much indeed. If there is anybody in the background that wants me to look at anything, then obviously just let us know before I go. That is fine. If not, then obviously I won't. But enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care, everybody. Bye. Bye.